But this year, of course, is special, not just because it's the 61st anniversary of Europe Day, but because, as you know, there was a prize or a contest that we did going along with this. But let me just say something first about Europe Day. As I'm sure all the Europeans here know, and perhaps some of the Americans know, that 61 years ago today, Robert Schuman, the French foreign minister at the time, called upon France, Germany, the other European countries to pool together their coal and steel production, those industries that were the basis of military power, as the first step towards a united and peaceful Europe. It was 35 years before the day was actually recognized as a holiday, but over time the core ideas defining Europe that we know today have grown. Value of human rights, democracy, and the rule of law. It's also a day to take an opportunity to teach the world about the European Union and about its integration. So all over the world there are different ways of celebrating this as a kind of learning experience. And in this spirit, I want to do two things. First, recognize that this party today, in addition to celebrating Europe Day, is also a celebration and a thank you to so many of the students here at Harvard who have been very active this year. We've had European clubs at the Kennedy School, at the law school, at the business school, at the undergraduate level, at the graduate school level, for a number of years. But I think this year has been really quite special in that they have come together, done a lot of events together, and it really, I think, has shown a very strong spirit of Europe at Harvard. We work also with the alumni to sort of bring Europe to Harvard at times. And it's the European clubs that are helping bring Europe to Harvard. So Harvard goes to Europe, and Europe comes to Harvard. During this year, the students have worked together to give Europe a real voice. And I just want to acknowledge some of them. Some of them can't be here today. Our two undergraduate chairs, Pamina Smith and Svetlana Dosenko, are not surprisingly studying for exams. Roberta Foa from the Graduate School of Arts and Sciences is somewhere here.
Yeah.
Hi, Roberta. Manuel Muniz. Manuel, are you here?
He's not here yet.
He's not here yet. Okay. Well, we're filming this, so he'll know that there's video evidence of the fact that he was studying. And Chinkan Kodak from the European Club at MIT. Should also recognize the fact that the students are not just working here at Harvard, but in the spirit of European collaboration also at MIT, and I think this is wonderful. Antonio Gagliardi from the Business School Club can't be here. Zeynep Sener from the Harvard Law School is also not here, and Hala Langadottir from Fletcher, the Tufts School of Law and Diplomacy. So these are all students who have worked tirelessly this year. Some of them are graduating, some of them are staying, but I just want to thank all of them. So could we just have a little round of applause for them? Now, on to the prizes. In a special celebration of Europe Day this year, the center gave people around the world, not just here on campus, but around the world, the opportunity to express what Europe means through a haiku contest on Facebook. And I have to say, we were thrilled when the delegation of the European Union tweeted the fact out to their followers. So every year we've become more and more, not just global, but more and more electronically connected to the global cyber world. So we received an overwhelming 74 entries. I will not say how many of them came from Art Goldhammer. but we did get entries not just from campus, but far and wide. We got entries from Europe. We got entries from the Antipodes. And as I was just saying to Charlie Mayer, this is, we are here in America, so there's not just one prize. Of course, there will be many prizes because we're all above average. So we had a crack team of judges, which was some of us here at the center, and a special guest judge, Jason Bierman from Hong Kong, who was up late last night looking at entries. We conferred this morning by Skype. We have, so we sort of broke for those of you who have been on our Facebook page, and if you haven't, I really encourage you to go to Facebook and become one of our followers. For those, so we sort of broke down the haikus into different categories, and I have to say that the really positive messages of, integration and peace and harmony were probably not the dominant motif of many of the haikus. But because that is what, of course, we are celebrating in Europe Day, I'm going to announce the first prize, by which I mean the first prize that we're going to give in category 1, which is Europe Day celebration. And that is, the winner of that is Emily Di Vinagracia, who I believe is from Greece, and we will be in touch with her over Facebook to let us know where she lives, and we will send her.
She would celebrate.
A beautiful center. Don't you all now wish you had entered the contest? And let me just read her her poem celebrating Europe Day. 6 nations in Rome, thrice 9 now joined in union, fellowship and peace. So I think that's a very nice haiku to celebrate Europe Day. In our second category, this category we're calling Challenges Facing Europe. And as I say, this is perhaps a slightly larger category of sentiment that we read. And the winner is actually from Harvard, from the government of Harvard, Rory Schachter. Is Rory here? Okay, let me read this one. Pigs and swaps forsooth, heavens above, such credit woe. Whereunto, O Euro? Our third category, and I know that our winner is here, our third category is in what Europe means to me. Some of the haikus were really quite personal, and we really enjoyed reading those. What Europe means to me in that category, we had, our winner has 2 entries, and in the little brochures, I would encourage you to read them all. Her other one is quite divine, quite racy, but the one that we actually are awarding the prize to is Laura Werner's. Outside is yay. And I think all the Europeans here will really sort of recognize the sentiment in this. Outside its borders is when you first call yourself a European. And finally, our category 4 is the Prize. And that is, we celebrate Art Goldhammer for his body of work containing 36 haikus. We're not going to single out anyone in particular, but Art will also be getting a t-shirt. And our team of judges also gave special honorable mention to Yasha Monk and Manny Antunes for their poems. So let's have a round of applause for everybody. The only one who's actually physically present is Laura. I think you should come up and claim your t-shirt. Good job. And if it's not the right size, just give me a different size. But. So copies of the haikus are.
So we do a round of applause for Monday.
Oh, is one more? Let me just finish this. So there are copies of the haikus around. I want to thank all of our poets. And again, let me remind everybody to go to Facebook and become a fan. We will make more use of it. We like the fact that one of the outcomes of this of the haiku was to really raise the number of people who are following us, and it's not just about contests, but there's also news about our events and news from Europe on it. So again, thank you so much, and we have one more special person to thank who wasn't here before when we thanked him. Manuel Moniz is here, and Again, on behalf of everybody here, all your work on behalf of Europe with the students is very much appreciated, and congratulations, because he's going to be graduating quite soon. So there's still lots of hymns, there's strawberries, please enjoy.